You know where you are?
This is Appetite for Distortion.
Welcome to the podcast, Appetite for Distortion. My name is Brando, episode number 441. We welcome to the podcast two ladies that you may know, but it's a debut episode, debut album, so you don't know. So we're going to get into all that. So that's why I'm calling this Appetite for Discovery. We're going to learn all about the gems. So first, the name I know I'm going to get right, as I mispronounce almost my own name half the time. Mona Lindgren. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
I knew Mona's easy. Lindgren, because I'm an Islanders fan. There was an old Islanders player, Todd Lindgren, played for the Canucks. I got that right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna get Miss Mancini's first name right. So Mancini is the how you say the last name. Okay, like Don Mancini. Any relation? The one who created Chucky?
I didn't know there was a Mancini that created Chucky. I always think about Henry Mancini or, there's the football player that play or soccer player Mancini or
Look
you
it
know
up.
any of these.
I think it's spelled the same name, but the first name I gotta get my my lips and my mouth ready.
Yeah.
Guernica.
No.
No. Guernica.
Sorry. Guernica.
Guernica.
In the front. You gotta roll your tongue. Guernica.
Guernica. See,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
well, I'm gonna New York it up. I gotta go Guernica. Guernica. Well, I apologize in advance because we were practicing off the air, and I just I'm the radio professional, and well, it's because it's a Swedish. You're both Swedish, right?
Yeah, but my names aren't Swedish.
All right. So what is the origin? See, now we're going all the way back to figure out where the names come from.
Well, my parents are from Uruguay, so they immigrated to Sweden in the 70s. So I'm born in Sweden. But my last name is Italian, so I'm like mixed, and my name Guernica is actually little village in Spain that I mean, it's a pretty dark story, but it was bombarded by like the fascists and Nazis in 39. They like killed a ton of civilians in Guernica, and then Picasso made a painting that's an anti-war painting, and that's the name. And the year I was born, it had like a 50-year anniversary since this anti-war painting was made by Picasso, and my mom thought it would be cool to name her daughter that because it's an anti-war painting.
Wow. See, that's a great story to be told in a namesake. See, mine's not as cool. I mean, Brando for the radio, but Brandon, do you know who me and my brothers were named after? Soap opera
Who?
stars. We were named after soap opera stars.
Oh, really?
My mom was and still is a big fan of General Hospital. So one of Susan Lucci's, that famous actress, her boyfriend's was once named Brandon. So my mom's like, "Oh, I like that name." So that's who I'm named after. Not as
I thought it was after Marlon Brandon.
people think
Brando.
Brando. Just chop off the end, made it sound a little bit more on a radio way. That's it. That's it. Mona, and now we're gonna find out that you're named after Mona Lisa or some crazy story as well. No.
No, actually not. My parents just wanted to name their daughter something that's not so common and something that would be very international. Do you think Mona is international enough? I'm not so sure.
Mona, I think so. I think
maybe.
Well, I think of another reference. We're going off on all tangents at the beginning. I love it. This is what I'm about. I think of the grandma from Who's the Boss, that old sitcom. I don't know if you understand the reference, Mona, then you'll appreciate it. But you guys don't, so that's fine.
No.
But this leads.
No,
See, this is all though a plan. This leads into the naming of everything, as this is the birth of the gems. So people may know you from your previous band, Thundermother, but now we have the Gems, which I can't imagine what it feels like when you are kind of, well, you named it Phoenix for a reason. It's like a
Mm.
rebirth. You're kind of reintroducing yourself to people who may know you. So kind of
Yeah.
can you take us back to the beginning of the Phoenix where we like, hey, we're the Gems. Let's go forward. Let's start making music. And here we are now with the new album out, Phoenix.
Yeah. Should I take this
Yeah,
one?
you go, you start.
We always had big dreams. Also in our previous band, of course, we wanted Thundermother to be the like break, big time, like be really successful in music and play the big stages. And we really were on our way. We worked hard, and we we saw like our dreams uh, come true. Like we got to tour with Scorpions. That's like massive. And but we also thought we were a real band because we we were told so by our former colleague. We joined on the premises that we were a real band and a democracy. And all of a sudden, she went rogue after the U.S. tour, and she had planned beforehand to fire Guernica, and that was something that me and Emily absolutely would not uh, take. We refused that to happen, and we could not convince her not to fire Guernica. She already had made up her mind, so we made the decision to leave the band and start building something new and real with together with Guernica. And we started the Gems, and we decided that straight away. Like we always wanted to take rock back to the mainstream stages and everything, make rock modern again, and we wanted to continue on that path.
I love that if nothing else, we know that you have each other's backs.
Yeah,
And that's
Yeah.
so
still
important.
some
You don't
solidarity.
solidarity because you don't see that often in bands, especially in the older, in the classic rock era bands. People that you don't know if they're what they're doing it for. They're doing it for the money, or they're like, what are they in it for? The fame, but you can see that you're doing it for the love of the music and because of your friends. So I think
Yeah.
that's a very good starting point.
Yeah. There's no
Guinar
big egos here, sorry.
no, that's fine. How did you feel when you Guernica?
Guernica. Why don't you just
Guernica.
call me Mancini
I'm gonna call you. You know what? You're right. You're right.
or G?
I was gonna do that, but I was hoping I was gonna find it along the way, but it's clearly
Oh,
not
you
gonna
can
happen.
keep practicing, but yeah, I'll answer.
No, no, because I'm just gonna. I can only be a comedic relief so long. So and I just wanted to
Okay.
get some important things. So, no, I like that Mancini. So
Yeah.
Mancini. So yeah, that sounds like I'm cool. Like when people just call each other's by their last name.
Yeah.
What? I mean, I can't imagine the roller coaster of emotions where you know, as Mona alluded to, you have this real band. You're going on tour with the Scorpions, and you have this moment where okay, this you're getting fired.
Mm.
However, you have it's not going to last in a way because you have these people that are going to support you. Was it a high and low? I mean, how can you? Is there a way to describe it and where you are today?
Yeah, I mean, today I'm really happy and I'm really, just grateful that I have both Mona and Emily and that they did. I mean, they took a huge risk and just stepping out of something that was, I wouldn't call it a sure thing because it couldn't be a sure thing when you work with a person that self-sabotages herself. But it was, we got opportunities that are very hard to get, and we were all aware of that. So I'm forever grateful to Mona and Emily for that. And yeah, I was devastated, and it took me a long time to get over it. I would be lying if I said I was completely over it, but today I'm in a really good place. I'm really proud of the fact that we, like, in less than a year, started this band, got it up and running, and just not, I mean, just a few days ago released our debut album, and that's I mean, yeah, it's just about a year after I got fired. So I think that together, when you have the right people around you, you can accomplish so much. And it's so much more important than, you know, having, how would I say this without it sounding weird? But we knew that none of us were feeling great in that other band. And I kind of had taken it as as like, if maybe this is how it is when you start, you know, getting kind of breaking, you know, like kind of making it, like I kind of thought that maybe this is the price I have to pay, you know, to always feel like shit.
Mm.
You know, for these opportunities, you know, because it has to be a balance or whatever. But then I realize now that no, you know, if you get yourself out of a very toxic situation, you can actually enjoy the ride and have fun with it. And now I'm excited about music again, and I'm working with people that are equally passionate, and music is fun. And it really wasn't fun for a long time. But my passion and drive just kind of overrode like whatever feelings I was having. I was just like, no, stop. Like you wanted this for your entire life, so just suck it up and deal with it.
Yeah.
But now I feel excited for the future, and I love Mona and Emily. They are the best people ever. So yeah, I'm very happy.
I'm happy to hear that. And how does the songwriting process, how did it work for this new album? Do you come up with lyrics first? Mona, did you write the music? Or is it a collaborative effort? How did these songs come about?
Yeah, some of the songs we wrote entirely in songwriting sessions. So everything that happened, it happened there in the room, and everybody contributed. And some of the songs were ideas from any of us. Like Guernica could have an idea for lyrics or music. I had some ideas, and we brought them to the table when we were writing together and finished it. So they they came along a little bit different, but we finished them together, all of them. And a fun fact was I had an idea, and Ganika came over to my place. It was last summer, and we finished that song on my balcony, like outside. Also, Ganika, when she was recording the vocals, like the demo vocals, she sang really like low because we didn't want to disturb my neighbors, and she's a powerhouse singer, you know, so she was like singing powerhouse rock and roll vocals, like really low energy, as low as she could, like that was fun. It was a nice day.
Yeah, it was amazing. That was force of nature.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And the people there, it's out there. I mean, obviously the album is out. You put a bunch of singles out before the album dropped and lyric videos. What's been the most fun thing, and what are you looking forward to? Is it touring? Is it playing this music in front of people?
Mm,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, touring is always fun. I'm excited to get to do it with these girls and in a setting that's like, you know, nice and comfortable. We actually get to enjoy stage time and off time. So I'm excited to get experience all these things again. But it's also exciting now to see how people take to our music, because we are a new band, and as much as we obviously sound a lot like we did in Thundermother because we were the ones playing the music, it is still completely new material and a new vibe. So I mean, I'm just hoping and praying that people are gonna enjoy it, so we can come and, you know, and play everywhere and tour a lot.
I'll use this as a segue, of course, to the Guns N' Roses theme that we spoke about off the air. But that's kind of like the use of the name. You know, when Axl Rose, when it was just him in the band, yeah, Dizzy Reed, whatever. People were thinking like, oh, it shouldn't be Guns N' Roses anymore. It should be Axl. But you
Mm.
know, the name, is it? I don't want to put a word, but in your mouth. But is it weird, like to see that other entity still exist, even though we really have the heart of it here in a new form? Is it like, or do you just not pay attention and you're just doing your own thing?
I mean, I think it looks a bit weird, seeing. I just saw in my feed that they are celebrating 15 years of rock and roll, and like this band celebrates 15 years of rock and roll, and it's a completely new lineup. And like if they say like, oh, listen to our songs, that for me, that sounds weird, because I know it's Emily and Guernica who wrote these songs together, and with Philippe and a songwriter, and they are playing on the album. So and for everybody who don't know, I was only part of Thundermother for 2 years, so I speak about the work that Guernica and Emily did in their 7 years of being part of Thundermother. So I think it feels a bit weird sometimes seeing different see what they are saying.
I
It's
think
like-
it's super weird. Sorry.
I mean, it's because it's a natural thought to have. It's like the story of when Slash went to go see Guns N' Roses
Mm.
when it was a whole new lineup, and he was actually asked to leave. He's like, I just wanted to see Guns N' Roses from the audience now. So it's got to be. I always, because I'm not musically talented, but I always look at it so much as like an ex-boyfriend, a girlfriend, like a relationship. It's so there's a lot of variables there, but that's that's in the past. We have the gems now,
Yeah.
which is pretty kick ass if I do say so myself. But the
Thank you.
and I'll
you.
try it one more time. I'm gonna do it. I have it literally
Yeah, you
spelled.
can do it.
I can
Somehow.
blame I can blame my speech impediment that I had as a child that somehow is coming back to me. I could do that, but I'm not. Guernica.
Yeah. Wow. Woo!
Thank you. All right.
Good
See,
job.
thank you. Thank you. Only took me how long? 20 minutes to get it right. Uh, I was reading the person who helped us set up this interview that you do have some influence with Axl Rose in your style of singing in November Rain. You have memories of watching that on TV
Yeah, I
growing
do.
up.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of sad in a I mean when I was a kid I was a pretty lonely kid. So MTV became like my friend. I mean it's so sad, but I was very I had glasses. I was very like I didn't have much friends as
I
a
still have
kid.
glasses.
I still have glasses, but I have contacts in now.
Okay.
But when I was really really young, I don't remember hanging out with so many people. Like I really TV and MTV was kind of my friend. I remember the summer vacation, like I would sit and just, I enjoyed watching MTV and videos. And yeah, November Rain has made a huge impression on me. And it's still today one of my favorite rock ballads ever. And yeah, Axel's I have like I feel like I haven't realized it until like, just a few years ago, but how much he's actually influenced the way that I sing and how I do things. Especially like the more rhythmical type of vocals, which we have on our track Running. So he's always in the back of my mind, kind of, because I really like that more rappy type thing.
I thought you were gonna say you're doing the snake dance now on stage.
Oh, I do. I actually used to do it. So I'm way more influenced than I want to make it look like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Mona, any influence on you?
I actually learned how to play the guitar by watching Use Your Illusion #1, the live show from live from Tokyo, I think it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, I watched that, but I also watched other concert movies, of course, like The Last Waltz, Woodstock, Queen. But especially I used to watch this Use Your Illusion 1, like over and over again, and learning the solos by ear. And I just watched it now before this interview again, and I realized that Slash influenced my style of playing really much, because he has such a great tone. It's not super complicated or fast or anything, but every note he plays has a great and full tone, and all of his bends are like pitch perfect, if you think about it. And I feel I always get to hear I have a good tone in my guitar playing, and I think I'm very influenced by him. Not maybe not. I didn't think about it, but it's just it got the way it got because I watched this concert so many times. It just I developed my style of playing because I watched this so many times, I think.
I enjoy both of your stories. I think are more relatable than you think about having your only friend being MTV or the TV, or learning the music from watching concerts. From it's just simple as that. I mean, I wish I was. Look at you, just pick it up by ear. I mean, that's
Yeah.
brilliant, and
Yeah, and this is
that's
my
what.
first guitar.
No,
I got it. I got it when I was 17 because my father saw me watch watch the live DVDs all the time. So and this was way more expensive than he thought. But I got it anyway, and I wanted to have a Les Paul because of Slash. So this is why I play Les Paul, and this
look
is
at
a Les Paul custom.
look
I
at that.
played it ever since I was 17. And this guitar has been with me through all the 10,000 hours of practicing and all the shows. My first show, my biggest shows, like all the it's been with me all the time.
Do you have a name for it? Do you name your guitars?
No,
Okay.
actually
I don't know
not.
if that was a silly question. That's how you know when I'm a non-musician. Yeah, this one is called Peter. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
Peter. I don't know why I went with Peter, but I love it. It goes to show you not only are both you supremely talented, but you're just fans when it comes down to it, and you're just down to earth people. And I just can't be more happy for both of you to be in this great band, this rebirth, this phoenix with your friends making kick-ass
Yeah.
music, and with no any dates, any like what can be next. I mean, the album is now we can't bigger than get bigger than
Mm.
that, but what can we look forward to? What's the best way? Social media, website, what's the best way to keep track of any news from the gems?
We have our website, which is thegems.se. And there you can find links to there should be, I haven't actually checked that webpage in a while, but everything should be on there. And we're doing our best to like keep our YouTube channel interesting and like adding, we have a lot of like acoustic versions of songs and covers. Maybe we should do like a Guns N' Roses song actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be, now that we've talked about it and we both are influenced, and Mona has a great story that I wish she could tell before we have to wrap it up, if that's where we're going.
Oh no, if you're we can get another story. I mean, it's a podcast. There's no time limit. The
Yeah.
only thing is I hear my 9-month-old son in the back kind of
Oh,
fussing a little bit, but I think we got some more time. What's the
I-
story?
No, I just realized I learned everything about rock by watching Slash, and I saw that Slash always used to take off his shirt and like play without shirt because I thought like, well, he gets warm and he takes off his t-shirt. Like that's all right. That's how you do it. And I was 17 and like playing my first few shows, and I was like, yeah, maybe I can't take off everything. Maybe I need to have the bra on, but still I play guitar, so I and Slash don't have a shirt, so yeah, I play in bra. That was like, oh, that's how you do it when you play rock and roll because I learned it from Slash, and then I found out really the hard way that it's not the same if you're a girl.
in Italy too, like the
It was
worst.
in Italy, and like all the guys were like gathering around and were like just stared and was really creepy, and it was well, but Slash
The
do
Slash
this,
does it.
yeah.
Ah, the double standards. I mean, I know the ladies like Slash and even fellows like Slash, but yeah, no, it is a different double standard, and
It was
I
so
mean,
innocent.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think
you're
that's what's so cute about that story. It's that it was so pure and innocent. It was just like, I'm just looking up, this is my idol. He's
yeah.
doing it this way. Then why shouldn't I be doing it this way? And then she does a ton of shows in just her bra, and people are just like, like the reaction is not what you would expect if you just go in with like that very like innocent mind.
Yeah,
I don't know, I
no,
think
I,
it's
I
cute.
really I respect that because you weren't trying to be edgy. You were like, this is just
No.
what you do. You get warm and you just take
Yeah.
clothes off.
It wasn't like a
What's wrong?
sexy thing either, like just
No.
rock and roll.
I assume Mona, you don't do that anymore. I assume.
No.
Okay. Okay, just making that clear. Well, Mona, Guernica,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you both so much for coming on today, and I really hope we get to do this again in the future.
Yeah, hope so
you so
too. Thank
much.
you for having us.
You got it. So that does it for this episode of Appetite for Distortion. When will you see the next one? Well, in the words of Axl Rose concerning Chinese democracy, I don't know if soon is the word, but you'll see it.